Okay, this is Kelzyne. Kelzyne, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
That's a if anything difficult name for me to pronounce. How did you get that online name?
Well, Kelzyne is a bit of my first name, Kel, which is probably the next question. And Zine actually means to own or slash elite. So together, I just kind of posted it together as Kelzyne. Me as a personal person, together with owning shit, I guess.
And yeah, and you hinted there at that second question, and that's your first name, your first real name. And what is it again?
Kel is my first real name.
Is it just Kel or?
No, it's the same as yours, actually.
Now, how do you spell it?
Kelly.
All right, that's the right way. How long have you been in the Derman-Hoth clan?
Okay. I have been in roughly, well, I think I joined, it was either in 2001 or 2002. And so I think that puts me about 13 years.
And right now, what's your current rank in DC?
My current rank in the Derman-Hoth clan is First Lieutenant.
And what are some of the jobs that you do?
Oh boy, quite a few under my hat. I am creator of the DC Android app. I've had my hand in a lot of the graphic design for some of the content that we see in DC. I've contributed to website happenings. That's pretty much all the cosmetic stuff for DC. In regards to clan functions, I like to try to get people together. I try to recruit and get more people in and interested. Also, kind of a little personality going on within DC to make it interesting. So the correct answer would be anything hardware asks me to do.
And so, you think it's safe to say then, once you've been with the clan for a while, that it's not just in-game stuff; it's out-of-game stuff too.
Absolutely, and it's equally as important. Dealing with in-game stuff, in-clan stuff, is behind-the-scenes stuff as well. Very important.
And I don't want to lead the question here, and I'm going off script a little bit, as you know. But do you think in this clan that it's not just something where you jump in and play? It's like a family kind of setting, or part of your life. You know what I'm getting at with that?
Absolutely. You've pretty much answered the question for me. I don't think of it as just a clan. I'm going to jump on with a bunch of dudes, waste my evening away. No. I do think of it as a family. I've known a lot of these clan members for many years. I've gotten to know them pretty well as online personalities. And yeah, absolutely. Definitely family scenario. Not much more to say to that.
And switching gears a little bit here, but what's the first computer game that you played?
Oh, God. The first computer game that I ever played would have been through bulletin board services. Back in 1984, there was dial-up. I think I had a 28.8 baud modem. And I used to log into this bulletin board service called the Dragon's Lair. And I played I don't even know the name of it, but it was a Dungeons and Dragons type text game. And I was pretty addicted to it.
Here's a weird question for you. You ever look at those modems closely, the little sticker on there?
Elaborate.
Well, on every modem I've ever looked at, there's always a Canadian sticker. Why is that?
because we created the internet, buddy.
Okay, and I'm not joking there. Back in the day, that's one of those things I just remember. What's the first computer game that you played with DC?
The first computer game that I played with DC would have been Star Wars Galaxies.
And how about what game or games are you currently playing right now?
Oh boy, I'm not really serious with any game right now, but I have dabbled a little bit in Hizzy or H1Z1. I play a little bit of Dota 2. I've been playing Counter-Strike Go a little bit, and I also jump into the repopulation now and then. Check the progress on that.
And thinking about past games in DC, what's a memorable moment that you've experienced in the clan?
Oh boy, there has been many, but I gotta pick one. Well, this is gonna be a two-part question. Memorable moments are, for me, in Star Wars Galaxies, when our bases get raided. I had a lot of people on text or ICQ and other forms of media, and I would text them, and we would get the ball rolling. Oh my God, our bases are being raided. It would pretty much resonate throughout a lot of DC, and all of a sudden you start seeing people pop in to log in and assist us. That was pretty memorable, but the most memorable for me actually would have been Hardware and Lahira's wedding. I was logged in at the time, and the time I made it to the wedding, I remember us getting raided. So it went from a wedding to pretty much a battle royal.
And what do you think your strongest gaming attribute might be?
My strongest attribute. I'm a pretty good PvPer. Also a pretty strong leader when it comes to the organizing and orchestrating attacks, leading attacks, commanding the NCMs, non-commissioned members, into battle. I like to coordinate and plan a lot of that. So I think that would be my strongest attribute, would be my dedication to games, dedication to DC, leading troops, and PvP.
And segueing into this question, if suddenly you were overlord of DC, what do you think some of the changes you would make, or things you'd like to see in the clan?
Well, if I was Overlord, I would make Hardware Dark Queen, and that would make Lahira Grand Moff. But that is not changes that I would promote. I would like to see a more honed approach to gaming. Right now we are kind of scattered. We have a lot of people playing different games. And I feel myself that it has kind of, how can I put this, scattered us all over, so we're kind of losing touch with each other as clan members. So you have a little pocket playing Hizzy, you have another little pocket playing Dota 2, this other little pocket over here is playing LOL. They go into different rooms in the chat, so you're kind of breaking off that communication with those sects or groups of people. Therefore, you're not experiencing what they're doing at the time, because we're in our own little room playing Hizzy. So it starts to dwindle. The spirit starts to dwindle a little bit. So I do hope that in the future we are going to hone in on one game. I believe that's one of the questions. And everybody will just kind of come together, play together. We'll grow that DC spirit back up again. And it will be monumental, just like it was.
You are like psychic, like you know the questions that are coming up.
I know, right? That's another one of my attributes.
So, what online game would you like to see more DC members playing in?
Well, I only have one answer for this, and it's going to be the repopulation. I'm really banking on the repopulation. It is. I'm going to actually redirect this question from DC and focus more on the repopulation, because I believe through that it will bring DC together. So the repopulation has a lot of SWG qualities in it. That's where DC shone the most, or shined, depending where you're from. That is what is going to be awesome, just like it was. Everybody playing the repopulation, having fun, crafting, fighting, building bases, doing things together. Just like if you're at sea and a ship gets shot, all of the sailors work together, experience together, laugh and cry together. That's what it's all about, man. Good times.
And here's just changing gears a little bit. Here are some just random questions for you. What is the official DC greeting when entering a chat?
Hail DC.
And the DC motto?
The DC motto: death comes to us all. Those who are not DC, it only comes sooner.
And who is your favorite Sith Lord?
Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite Sith Lord. Well, I'm a huge fan of Teneb Kel. Teneb Kel, shares my name. It's got to be awesome. So, Teneb Kel is kind of like an underground Sith Lord. Not a lot of people know about Teneb Kel. I forget who his master was. Help me out, Hardware.
Who are you looking for?
Teneb Kel. He basically, his master, I forget who his master's name was. I believe he knew the secrets to everlasting life. I know you debate me with this, but...
Oh my god.
I know, I'm drawing a blank too.
Was it Yoda?
No, it was not Yoda. I can't remember. I can't even think right now. So yeah, I'm just going to say Teneb Kel is my favorite Sith Lord.
All right, you ready to take a pop quiz, DC related?
Shoot.
When was DC officially formed?
1993.
Who were the two highest ranking persons in the guild?
Hardware and Queen Lahira.
And out of all the DC members, Wolf, who do you think has the biggest wiener?
Endora. I mean Fist.
And that's actually probably a good answer. Your 30 seconds are ticking away. Who was our main enemy in Star Wars Galaxies?
Well, I think the main one was Law, but MES had a lot of bases, and they were a formidable enemy. So either MES or LEW.
And spell Dermenhoth clan backwards.
NALCHTOHMANAMRUD?
Are you reading that off a piece of paper?
No, I was actually reading it off of TeamSpeak.
That's good. All right, do you have any final words?
Darth Callus.
No, not Darth Talus.
Callus.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking of, though.
Khalifo probably is the other one.
Yeah, it's his alter name.
Oh, Thanaton's his
Thanaton. Darth Thanaton. Thank you.
That's his name. That's not his master.
That's right, too. It is his name. His alter name. Not his master. That's right.
His master was Darth Callus and Khalifo.
Ludo Crash. That's who I'm thinking of.
Or you would pick him.
Ludo Crash. The true emperor.
You want to use that as your final parting words?
He's not allowed to
Final,
leave saying Ludo Crash.
final parting words. Well, I'd like to thank each and every DC member for all the great years of entertainment and support, and just being there to play some awesome games and give good times to everybody else. It's been legendary, and will continue to be legendary. And that's all I got to say.
Okay, and the ending that you always do, you want to do it for yourself?
Thank you, Kelzyne, for participating in Who's Your DC Member? You have won absolutely nothing. Keep owning those news.